Here we have Loki, the Norse trickster god, son of Odin and brother Chris Hemsworth. In a nutshell, this guy only wants to do one thing, and that's cause pain and destruction throughout the world through the form of Ragnarok. He has 3 children that are capable of helping him do this: Hel, the goddess of the underworld; Fenrir, the Unbound; and Jormungandr, the world serpent. The last 2, being Fenrir and Jormungandr, are devastating creatures that are able to pretty much destroy everything in their line of sight, while Hel is basically a girl with a personality disorder. The story goes that Baldur, the god of light, foresaw his death, so his wife made him immortal. She made it so no object could harm him, all except mistletoe, for whatever reason. Because of this, Baldur's brother, Golder, made up a game where he would throw random objects at his brother because why not? I mean, after all, nothing could hurt him. So Loki, being the smug bastard that he is, disguised a piece of mistletoe as a spear and gave it to Golder, who then obviously threw it at his brother, resulting in his death. Because of this, Loki was then locked up and forced to be tortured for eternity, until he eventually broke free, and now here he is in the Smite universe. So to sum things up, basically everybody hates Loki. Everybody except for me. Unlike his Marvel counterpart, this Loki actually excels in hand-to-hand combat, in the form of 4 abilities and 1 passive. Loki's first ability is Vanish. Vanish lets Loki turn completely invisible and gives him an increased movement speed. Any basic attack he makes while invisible, or a few seconds after revealing himself, will cause his opponents to bleed, making them take damage over time. Loki's second ability is Agonizing Visions. Loki conjures up a clone of his past self that had to endure the torture of his incarceration. Enemies caught within this radius take damage over time and are eventually rendered blind. Loki's third ability is Fury Strike. Loki gives off a devastating combo of 5 dagger strikes that is followed up by one more charged attack that deals extra damage. And finally, we have Loki's ultimate, Assassin. Loki teleports to a target location. If there is an enemy within that location, Loki will strike down upon them. He will then reel up for a secondary attack that stuns all who it hits. This is all packed together by Loki's passive called Behind You. Loki deals extra damage when hitting foes from behind. So let's see what kind of items I tend to build on Loki. I usually go for a auto attack ability hybrid. With that, I tend to start off with Mannequin Scepter. A lot of people probably would not use this, but if you really take the time and look at the basic stats that it gives, plus 10 basic attack damage and plus 10 physical protection, that's actually really good on Loki. Loki's a very squishy character. He will get killed, he will get bullied. After that, you know, I like to get Warrior Tabby. The main reason that I get Warrior Tabby and not Ninja Tabby, which is the red one, is probably because Warrior Tabby is mostly for characters that have strong ability-based damage. Now, like I said, this is a hybrid build that I'm going for, but I just think in this situation, Warrior Tabby completely outclasses Ninja Tabby just for this character. After that, I like to get Soul Eater. If you just take a look at the stat, it's plus 10 physical power, plus 10% physical lifesteal, 10% physical penetration, 10% cooldown. This item really has it all. Plus, it can gain up to 75 stacks. At 75 stats, it completely changes and it gives you more ability lifesteal. And like I said, this is a hybrid build, and that ability lifesteal just works wonders on a character such as Loki. After that, I like to get Hydra's Lament. This is pretty much the staple to hybrid builds. Whenever you use an ability, your next basic attack will do more damage. That's pretty much how it works. After that, I like to run Crusher. Crusher is probably my favorite. It was probably one of my favorite items. You know, plus physical power, plus attack speed. Enemy hit by your damaging abilities take an additional 20 damage over time. You know, why not? You know, why would you not use this? And I like to end it off with Heartseeker.
No one will see this coming.
Heartseeker is this item. This item right here. It lets you destroy tanks. With plus 65 physical power and the passive that it has, which lets you deal additional 2% of the target's maximum health as physical damage. You know, this item is just, you have to get this item on Loki. After that, I then finish off Mannequin Scepter by turning it into Mannequin Hidden Blade. Now I don't see many people run this, and I don't know why, because I absolutely think this item is absolutely amazing. Plus 75 attack damage, physical protection, 5%, plus 5 damage reduction. You know, the main reason I use this is because of its passive. If you have not taken or dealt damage in the last 5 seconds and hit an enemy god, they will immediately lose 15% of their current health as physical damage. Now for a character such as Loki, that gives him amazing burst damage potential, and that's all I built for, is burst damage.
That's a lot of damage! Killing spree! An ally has been slain. Even in numbers.
So yeah, that's the video.